Oke, halo Sobat Kick Off Indonesia. Kita kembali lagi di Kick Off Vlog Bincang Taktik. Kali ini kita kedatangan tamu yang sangat istimewa. Dia adalah seorang pelatih berkebangsaan dari Spanyol yang saat ini bekerja di Saat, di sebuah klub profesional di Qatar. Dan juga beliau adalah mantan asisten pelatih di tim nasional Qatar ketika Qatar menjuarai Piala Asia tahun 2019. Beliau adalah Coach Sergio Alegre. Hello, Coach. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Very good. And you?
Very good, very good. Thank you for coming and help us for our coach education here in Indonesia.
It's my pleasure to stay with you here and to share all that I can. Okay? It's my pleasure.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sergio.
Thank you.
Sobat Kick Off Indonesia, kita akan melakukan interview. Saya akan menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Dan nanti akan ada terjemahan teksnya berupa bahasa Indonesia. Oke, can we start, Sergio?
Yes.
Okay. First question, we're gonna discuss more and in deep about the development of the set pieces.
Yeah.
You, as many information I get, you are a assistant coach that also responsibility in charge of the set pieces.
Yes.
And I want to ask this development of set piece using the case of the Asia Cup 2019 with the national team of Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain before the set piece itself? Can you explain about the preparations of the Qatar national team for the Asia Cup 2019?
Yes, I'm gonna share you one presentation, okay, just for you to have
very good.
all the information. Okay, first of all, we start on June 2018, okay, making one training camp in Austria with 30 players. This Qatar is a very small country, and we have only 40-50 players to choose for the national team, okay. Also, there is a plan only to call players who are available or will be available for the World Cup in 2022. So we started in Austria with 30 players, just first of all to make a proper pre-season, okay, in terms of physical things, okay, and also Felix Sanchez wants to work some tactical things and to win time preparing the Asian Cup, okay. So after this 20 days in Austria, each FIFA dates we play games. We start on September against China and Palestine, that are medium teams in Asia. Okay. In October we play 2 games more. Okay, a little step forward. Yes, against Ecuador. Yes, it was a very good game we play here in Doha, and then we went to Tashkent, to Uzbekistan, to play against a very good team also, who was trained by Hector Cooper. And for us was a very good test. And finally, in November, we went to Europe. It was a very good test for us. We played against Switzerland in Lugano. We won 1-0. Okay, against one very strong team. Like Switzerland in this moment was the 7th in the world. And in Belgium we play against Iceland and we draw 2-2. And in this moment, after these 2 games, we start to think that maybe we can do something interesting in the Asian Cup.
Okay.
So after this, we did a training camp in Doha for games preparation, and we went to Emirates to play the Asian Cup. I want to tell you, Vanessa, that from 20 October, okay, because as I told you, this is a very small country. Okay. And all the players are here in the Qatar League. So, and all players play in Doha, in the capital. So we started to do 2 morning sessions in the morning in Aspire zone, okay, with players of national team without any load physically, but to win time and to work some tactical things that Felix Sanchez wanted to do.
So these 2 morning sessions per week is outside the club training, eh?
Yes. We had some, you know, in Qatar, the national team is the priority, you know. First of the clubs is national team because they are changing all the country because of the World Cup, and they have in their mind that Qatar have to make a good World Cup, and the priority of the country is national team. We try to make very easy sessions, okay, very easy exercises, okay, with no load, because they have to play with their clubs, also League and Champions League, but I think was a very good idea from Felix.
Okay. And regarding on set pieces, how important the set pieces for this Qatar national team for the winning the Asia Cup?
Okay. At the end, set pieces, if you are very important or not, is about numbers, you know.
Okay.
Now, for example, if you see the India League, you see Bengaluru, Bengaluru, the 65% of the goals is by set pieces. Oof. So in this club, it's very, very, very important set pieces for this team. In our case, in numbers, we scored 19 goals in the 7 games. Okay, only 4 were by set pieces. 21%. In the average of the World Cup was 34%. Okay.
Okay.
In the Asian Cup was 31%. Okay. So we were below the average. Okay. But obviously we don't want only for set pieces. Okay, because at the end, for me, the main reasons were the tactics of Felix Sanchez. Okay, how the players follow the coach, okay? Also, in between games, how they recover, how they work in between the games. But we have to say that these goals of set pieces in key moments were very important. Okay. So you can see this graphic in the right side, okay? Where is only the 21%, okay, of the goals. And in offensive set pieces, you can see that we take 19 corners, 1 goal scored is a ratio 5.26. I put you in the right side, in the middle of the picture.
Yes,
the ratios, in the ratios of the current season of the Premier League. So you can see that 5.26 is.
Yeah, it's a very high conversion rate.
Very, very good, very good. So it's now what is now Bournemouth? Okay, so very good. For me, it was very good also. They were very good, and also in the free kicks we take 20, we scored 2 goals of Bassam direct free kick is a 10%, is very, very good, okay. So yes. If you want, I can show you the goals. Okay, the first goal was by Bassam, the first game, okay, was against Lebanon, very tough game, very, very difficult to score, and it was the first goal of the competition. Okay.
Okay.
Very important for us. Okay. The second one was against Saudi, winning 1-0. Saudi were pushing us too much, and in one corner we scored the second one. Okay. The third one, it was the most important against Iraq. Was for me the most difficult game of the tournament because was very, very good team, very tough. And we won because of this goal. Okay, and in the final, the last goal of Akram Afif was by penalty, but was after a 1 corner. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. So these are the 4 goals that we scored in
so you said only 4 goals, but when you see the percentage, it's still 20%. And when you told us the story, the goal very happening in the right moments and in the very and it's a very deciding one,
yeah. Mainly the 2 goals of Bassam by free kick, because the first goal, the first game against Lebanon, always the first game of one big tournament is very difficult because all the teams are very, very motivated. Also, Lebanon was a very good organized team, and was very difficult for us to win. But this goal make the things easier, you know. And against Iraq was key because this goal was the only goal of the game, so it was very important.
But
about defensive set pieces.
yes, I want about to ask
yeah.
you, because you talk about only just now about the offensive point of view, but from the defensive point of view, you are very successful.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. In this way, I have to say that because we only conceded one goal in all the tournament, was in the final against Japan. Also, the team was very, very good, very strong, very focused. No mistakes at the end. In the story of the Qatar Asian Cups, we know that if we don't concede any mistake, we're easy to arrive to a big point. So we faced 23 corners, no goals. We faced 35 free kicks, no goals. And it's not important about the numbers. It's important about the games, about the teams that we face. We face Japan, we face Korea, we face Iraq, we face Saudi. Very good teams. And for me, these numbers are very, very good. Also, I put you in the right side, the ratios of the Premier League, just for you to have one idea that is very, very good. That's what I told you, that set pieces, to give the importance, is very important to look the numbers, to decide if is more or less important for one team.
Yes, because I think when you never conceded from set pieces, it means that you have a very, very good defensive set pieces, right?
Yes. At the end, what I think and what we find when we arrived to the first team was how the players are focusing the set pieces. At the end, when you are defending one corner, you are defending one wide free kick, is 10, 12, 15 seconds at least if there is 1 second ball. The players have to wait, have to have this concentration in this time. If they lose the concentration, it's very easy to.
Yes, and now the next question is how is the procedure to prepare the set piece things? I think, of course, you will always start from the analysis. Then from the analysis, you will plan your set piece. But how is the process?
For me, the first thing, that the most important thing to organize, to design our set pieces is our team. Okay. There are some factors very important to keep in mind, before to organize, to design our set pieces in attack and in defense. Okay. First of all, which kind of players we have. Okay. Very important to know their strengths and weaknesses. Okay. To give more or less importance in these actions. Okay. And the last thing that for me is very, very important is the players' attentional levels. Okay. If you have one very good player in these actions, but he cannot be focused in 7-8 seconds, I think you have to readapt, okay, or to put this player in another position that cannot affect to the team. Okay. After this information, we'll be close to have a good set pieces. Okay.
Before we proceed, can you back to
sure.
Yes, I'm very interested with you said about players' attentional levels. Yes, but how do you analyze that? How do you measure the players? How can you say this player is a very low attention, the other player is a very high?
At the end, in the training and in the games, after every game, after every session, after every training, we analyze all the training of the game. Okay, and you can see behaviors. Okay, if it's not focused or not. It's very important. Also in the trainings, not in set pieces, in one tactical task, one tactical exercise, you can see that one player is have a high level attentional or not. Okay. I think it's a matter of culture. Okay, here in Qatar, not all of the players, but some players, their attentional level is very low. Okay, and the other side, we have now in Al Saad 2 Korean players, Nam Tai and Young.
Mm-hmm.
Char or Gabi in this case from Spain, were very focused always. Okay, so in analyzing trainings and games, at the end you can see and you can decide if this player is more or less, or you can speak with him and try to help him to grow up in this case.
Okay, okay. It's a great explanation.
About another things that for me are very important in the game is to play fast, to suppress the opponent when they are not organized. Okay, is the best moment to attack them. Okay, to play in short, to disorganize is sure, you know, when you put two players in the beginning, one corner to take the corner. When you play 1, 2, 3 passes, players who are marking 1v1 lose the reference, only look in the ball. Okay, they lose the mark. So it's another way to attack. Creation of spaces, movements of players only looking for create one space for one specialist player to put the ball in this space and to finish. And the last one is to play direct and organize. Okay.
According regarding on the step 2 on the slides, it's you are talking about attacking corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, attacking corner. Yeah. At the end, this way to attack is related to the analyzing of the opponent. You know.
Okay.
When you see the opponent, when you see 7, 8, 9, 10 corners that they have against them in short, and how they organize and how they make mistakes is a good point to attack them.
So the step 2 is mainly based on the opposition analysis, yeah. If they are like more organized and stand still, then maybe the idea is to play short to make them out from their
because you know when you face one team that defend the corners in zone, the actions that you prepare have to be very different that if you play one game against one team who defend in a mixed way, you know, some in zone and some man to man. So it's very important for us.
Okay.
And finally, for us, key points: belief in our chance. Okay, this is very important. If the players don't believe in the chance in the actions that you organize, is very difficult to have success. Okay, so at this point, what we have the experience is to speak with the players. Sometimes what the players decide to do is the best that you can do. You know.
Yes.
In my case, I have one excellent player was the best player in Asia, Akram Afif, who is crazy of football. Crazy. He loves football. He see every game, and when he see any set pieces, any corner, they watch free kick that he likes. Coach Sergio, what do you think about this? Okay, we discuss. At the end, it's my decision, but I want to speak with them. Okay, but because at the end, when the game starts, when the referee whistle, what in the pitch are the players. So if they have the convince to do this, we will be closer to the success.
So are you saying that some of your set pieces routines are coming, the idea or the inspiration is also from the players, from the discussion with the players?
Yeah, sure. Yes, this, in my opinion, you as a coach, because you speak with one player, you are not worst coach. You know, I think if you speak with them at the end, they want the same than you. We want to win. Okay, and I think I can speak with them. If I'm agree, we will do. If I not agree, we'll speak with him and we'll decide. Okay, but at the end, it's good to know the opinion of the players for these actions.
Okay.
And 2 or 3 more things, some actions to cheat the opponent, okay? And these things we have to train. Second actions, okay, in defense and in attack. We have one study of Liga in Spain that 35% of the goals in set pieces were by second actions, okay? So it's very important to work it also. And in the last minutes of the games, the set pieces are key actions because when the game starts, everybody's focused, everybody remember what the coach told in the hotel or in the locker room. In the last minutes, players who were in the bench go inside the pitch. Maybe when the coach was speaking, were not listening because we were upset because they don't play. They're very important to be focused in the last minutes.
Okay.
About set pieces, corners, it's very important for me to have 3-4 basic actions for all the season. Okay, for every game, for every player to know. Okay, and after this, for example, this very easy corners. Okay,
this is attacking or
attacking.
Okay.
We are speaking about attacking. Yes. With different marks, okay, just for them to know, but this basic for all the season, okay? After scouting, very important for me, very important in set pieces, a very good scouting, okay? It's very important to have in your staff good scouters who can give you the information to design properly these set pieces, okay? Also, this information is good to offer to the players, okay, and to offer solutions to the players, okay.
Okay.
Okay, we are speaking about offensive set pieces, okay. When you are facing one team, detect the defending style, or so on, combine how many players they leave up front, okay, because it's very
for the
important
counter attack.
Yeah, because it's this thing can change your way to attack the corner. Obviously, if you play against one team who leave 3 in front, you have to decide things, okay?
Yes.
Strong and weak zones where you have to avoid or to attack, okay? After this scouting, if you see 15, 20 corners, sure you can detect, you can know where you have to put the ball and attack with the players to finish, okay? How the behavior of the team is how they react if we play in short or direct, okay? The goals that they concede, how they concede the goals in the near post, in the back post, out of the box, playing short, okay? And finally, key players to avoid because they are very strong, okay?
Yes.
Or weak players that we have to attack and to take benefit, okay?
So this is all the points that you take from the opposition analysis, eh?
Yes, that's it. This is.
Okay.
I want to show you one clip of Asian Cup, okay, against in the quarterfinal against Korea. What we saw, let's see, in the defending corner, okay, we saw, that here, if the corner is in this side, more or less here, they have some problems. They leave space, okay? So they are very good organized. They are Korea, okay? So they are very focused.
They are more zonal defending.
Total defending.
Okay?
Zonal defending. Total defending. So we detect that in 2-3 games they have a space here. Okay, now we show you clip against Kyrgyzstan. Okay, you can see here this space. Okay, yes, they are very good organized. Okay, very good players. Okay, very difficult to score against them. Okay, but with our scouters we find this space. Okay. Also against Philippines in the group stage, also again this space. So we designed this one to put the ball in this pole, in this zone for Bolan Huji to attack this ball. Okay. The truth is that in this game,
the decision is playing short to take them out.
Yeah, no. The decision is to, in this case, Salem and Bassam go to attack this zone and to block this player, okay, and to put the ball here for Huji. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So in this game, the real was that we won 1-0 and we had only one corner. Okay. But we were very, very close. Okay. You can see the video. Okay. Ball to the back post and to finish. Okay. So we don't score, but at the end, we find the solution to attack this team. Okay. So it's very important to make a good scouting and then try to organize a properly action. After the corners, free kicks.
Okay.
For me, very important to organize at least in the different zones of the pitch, different solutions. Okay, in the sides. Okay, the sides, but little far from the box, in the medium zone, because in this zone you can prepare actions. Okay, but if you have a specialist in the team, most of them they try to finish direct.
Direct,
okay?
yes.
Yes. So this in the sorry. Is with is with Qatar against Ecuador in October. Okay. We try to work in the training before the game. Okay. Was pass back for Akram, and we scored. It was a very good, very good goal. Very good goal. This was against Iraq in the last 16 of the Asian Cup. The free kick was long ball for Hugi here. This movement, okay, and Pedro make the block just to leave Hugi without any mark. Okay. Here Hugi don't finish, okay, but put 1 second ball, and Abdul Karim Hassan was very close to score. And in the middle zone, more or less, okay, this against China in September. This a movement of Akram Afif who come to receive this pass and to make a chip for the back post for Hugi. We don't score, but at the end is one solution, okay, in each part of the field, okay. After analyze, I put another example that we have in this case from Al-Saad, okay. When we play against Duhail in the Champions League in the last 16,
okay,
we detect that Amil Lecomte tried to make one step to the back post, okay, and then leave the space here free. So if we put a good cross in the first post, okay, in the near post, close, we were close to find. So we try to put the ball in the first post, in this case for Duda or for Kimo, okay. And in the second game of the leg, we put and we score, okay. So at the end, this is a matter to make a scouting and to offer solutions, and after this you can score or not, but it's very important, okay.
Yes.
Throw-ins organized in defensive third, in the middle third, and in the last third, okay. It's true that depending if your team is very, if you dominate the game in the defensive third, no need any special thing because all the teams drop, okay, and you can play with the center back and it's very easy, okay. But in the middle third and in the last third, it's very important to have some solutions, okay, just for the players to have. I make one animation, okay, just for you in the defensive third, just to play with the center back, with the second center back, and switch again to the same side, okay. One solution in the last third, and in the middle third, sorry, offensive midfielder and the winger go inside, okay. And in the last third also they cross the runs, set up from the 9, and the winger finish, okay. Different solutions that it is very important to work in the trainings, okay.
Okay.
Now we speak about defensive set pieces, okay. the most important thing in this case is decide the main idea to defend the corners. Okay, and this is very important, and it depending what the coach, the opinion of the coach. Okay, because I can put you 2 examples. Okay, with Felix, he like to defend with all the team. Okay,
you mean all the players?
All the players,
the box?
yes, inside the box or close to the box.
Yeah, near the box.
Yes, this one good thing and one bad thing. For me, one good thing is if you put all the players in your box, the opponent used to put more players in your box. So there is more space in their back. And if you have one recover and one good first pass, you can make a good counterattack. Okay, this is the moment that the opponent is with more space in their back, with that more disorganized, is good. Okay. The bad thing is that because you put all the players in your box, you are giving second options or third options to the opponent to finish. Okay. With Felix, he wants to defend with all the team, and nowadays in Saat with Xavi, he likes to leave at least 1-2 players in front. Okay, so the organization is different. Okay, so now Xavi wants to leave 1-2 players in front. I have to that. Okay, because the most important is the opinion of the first coach. Okay, and we are that, and no problem. So you have to organize the corners, the wide free kicks, and the free kicks. Okay. A key point for us is a good scouting to know if we have to change our way to defend or not. Okay, because imagine that we play against one team that always put 2 in the beginning in the corner. You cannot put only 1 player. Okay, because it's situation 2v1. It's very easy to make a good cross. Okay, so you have to adapt. Now I will show you the example when we play with Saat against Monterrey in the World Cup. And you will see. Okay, detect the key players of the opponent. Okay, the good players in the aerial play, where they like to attack. It's very important. I like in the games the players who are marking 1v1. I give the name. You will mark this player, and he likes to go to the back post, for example, and take care of the blocks, and take care this player come from out of the box. So all this information is very important to give to the players. Okay?
So you prefer to, for example, for the man marker, you prefer that the coaching staff is decide before the game who are you going to go with and etc.
Yeah. Yes, important that you have this information to give to them, and I speak with the players in the locker room one by one, speaking and explaining what we want to do, and if it's very, very special, sure we train before the game. Okay.
Okay.
And, yes.
You mean if the players or the set piece is very special, eh?
Yeah. It's the last point that I put you here. Okay, and I will put two cases, special actions like throw-ins or kick-off. Okay. If you make a scouting and you see that in throw-ins, I will put you the example when we play with Qatar against Iceland. They have this Gunnarsson who put the throw-in in the penalty spot. You have to defend this. So we train and we organize. Also the kickoff. Okay, it's very important to be organized and train in the field, in the trainings. Okay, just for the players to have the idea and to understand, because the most important is that they understand what they do in the field, also in set pieces.
Okay.
For example, this is our organization general now in Saat. Okay, two players in the zone. Okay, 5 marking, 1 for second balls, and 2 in front. Okay, you can see in this game was against Sepahan. In the Champions League, we leave Hassan Haidous and Akram Afif in front. Okay, this is our general organization this season. You have to organize the wall, okay, and giving some action. We put 1 player who go down, okay. Organize if they leave 1 player, which player have to go to avoid this pass and be free, okay. And very important, the second balls, okay. And in the wide free kicks, Now we are defending in a mixed way. We make one line of 4 and 3 players, 3 good players in the air, like Pedro, Jan, and Hugi, mark the most dangerous players, in this case of Sepahan from Iran. Okay.
Sorry, Sergio. It means that Pedro will take on Kiros and you will take on Akai? Yes. Okay.
Yes. This one this is before the game. Then when you arrive to the stadium and you see the lineup, maybe something will change, but at the end you have to have one plan. In this case, for example, this Kiros didn't play. He was injured in the last training. We changed and no problem. Okay, but at the end you have to have this information.
Okay.
As I told you, we defend with Saat with 2 in front, but against Monterrey in FIFA World Club Cup, okay? We play against Monterrey and they put always 2 in the beginning in the side. So we decide to put 1 in Hajdus from up front here for the 2v1, okay? Yes. And Akram only alone, okay? Yes. And we decide if they play in short, Nam has to come here for the 2v2 and Akram here for the second ball, okay? We don't move the players in zone, okay? Because Hugi and Duda very comfortable here, okay? And they're very strong, okay? So this is because we have an scouting, and also Monterrey was a team very, very strong in the set pieces, okay?
Okay.
So in the game, the image is not the best, okay? Because from the other side, but you can see Agram in front, Hajdus here in the side, okay? And the organization, okay? So we need to, we train in the days before the.
Okay. So this thing is quite special, eh?
Very special.
Monterrey, eh?
Very special because Monterrey, they changed the coach. They put Antonio Mohamed from Celta de Vigo, and they start to score from corners too much. So we were very, very scared. We didn't concede, but we have to adapt. Okay. About the specific actions. Okay. As I told you, against Iceland, okay, in the attacking throw in the last third. They are very good, okay? This against Belgium in Brussels. They used to put 1 player here from the end line, going to the challenge, okay? So
make the pitch long, eh?
Yeah, very good. Yes. Very, very, very good in these actions. Also, they score many times. Also, this against in the same game, okay? That we want to, for the players to understand, is the most important. Okay, it's very important to go to the challenge, okay, to win this ball. But the most important is the second ball. Okay?
Second ball, yeah.
Because this player who go to the challenge is very difficult that he score direct. Okay. Yes. The most important is for these players who are not in the challenge, be ready for the second ball. Okay. So I have to be very organized now. Here in the Qatari League, this Gunnarsson is playing here in Al Arabi. So with Al-Saad also we are doing this. So we organize the team, and in the game against Iceland, we were really good organized, and we don't concede any action of them. Okay, so there are things that you have to know, you have to organize, and after this. We can concede or not, but at the end you have to go inside the pitch, organize. Okay. About 1 kickoff. Yeah, sorry.
For these special circumstances when the opponent have a long throw in, and when they have long throw in, they will have one good target man for flick.
Yeah.
What is your possible solution?
For me, it's very if the target player is very clear. Okay. It's very important to put 1 in front and 1 in the back. Make one screen.
So you
make
double
one screen. Yeah, make one screen. At the end, he can go to the challenge and touch the ball, but he cannot feel comfortable. You know, he has to leave some problems. He cannot go without any problem. So it's very important to make a screen, no making fall because it's inside the box and is risk for the penalty. Okay, but it's very important for this. For this is very essential that you have to train in the days before the game, because if you don't train, if you don't you only speak in the laptop or in the paper, it's very difficult for the players to. Okay.
Okay.
Also, what we find in the Asian Cup was Iraq in the kickoff always play long ball to their left side, or for Muhammad Ali, for Ali Annan. Okay. This is the game against Vietnam. In the first minute, they score, but referee whistle before, and they don't concede the goal. But it's very clear. Also, against Yemen, they did. Okay, long ball, low for second balls. So we decide to put Huhi, okay, in this with this challenge. You can see Huhi who was with Ali Annan, okay, and we were organized, okay. After this, we start the game, but these things have to be ready and organized. Very important, okay. This when we score the kickoff of the goal, okay. Okay.
Okay, Sergio, you have explained this very deep and very detailed information.
Very long.
Regarding on the procedure from analysis to set piece, but my question is, how are you going to train that? I mean, how are you going to give the informations to the players regarding on this, regarding on that? Because also in the week or in the 2 or 3 days, you also need to work for something else outside set piece.
Yeah, what we did is to give the information every game. We put the information for the next game in the logging room. Okay, we put all the action that we're gonna do, we're gonna face, we put in the logging room. And the players, they are professional and they have to look for this. Okay, so and then in the pitch we train 1 day, 2 days at maximum. Okay, because we don't have many time. Now, when you play every 3, 4, 5 days, you have to give. It's more important to work tactical things at the end. Set pieces. It's good to work, okay, but it's more important to be organized, okay. So we try to win time in the week. Okay, so. About the microcycle, okay, I put here one example, okay, from Sunday to Sunday, game to game, okay.
Okay.
First day recovery, nothing to do, off. So what I put here is on Wednesday or Friday, less 4, less 2, okay. You can adapt tasks to set pieces. I remember I saw the program that Edu made with you about the analysis of the opponent and the tasks that they. I remember that he put you one task 11v0 for the movements, attacking movements, just for the players. For example, you can start the same task with throwing. Okay? So you can start the same with throwing, and it's very important because throwing is a matter that maybe you don't work too much, but in the game you can have, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 in one game. So you have to work, okay? Also, some tasks to start with one free kick, for example, is a matter to organize, okay? The day less 3, normally is to make one game, 11v11, 10v10, okay? And it's a good moment to train defensive set pieces by repetitions with real opposition, okay? Also, and to work throw-ins. Also, is good to work offensive set pieces. For me, is the best way to attack, to prepare. Okay, and in the day less 1, okay, is the day with less load of the week. You can train specific actions, and here you can put opposition, very soft opposition. Okay, some reference. It's depending. Okay, I will show you one clip that is how we work. Okay, basic actions, all the squad with opposition or real position in one game. Okay, and specific actions for me, only players involved in the game. Okay, and without opposition or reference or very soft opposition. Okay, just for them to understand what we want and to have confidence in these actions. Okay.
Sorry, what you mean is basic actions and specific actions?
Basic action is the basic action is Remember that I told you that, for example, corner, you have to have 2, 3, 4 corners for all the season. Okay, these are basic actions. Okay, but if the next game you design one different corner or one different wide free kick,
okay, I see.
Okay, you have to work with the players and to explain, because at the end, if you make one corner for all the season, you don't need to work every week because they know how it works. Okay.
So the basic action is something is related with your own team only.
Yeah.
Specific action is something more related with the scouting of the opponent.
Because you in the scouting you see that this team leaves this gap in the box. We're gonna attack this gap. Okay. So we want to try to do this one. So is what is a specific action. Okay.
Okay. Understand.
About training procedures. Okay. Different ways to train. Okay. This with Saat.
This is more basic, yeah.
Basic. Okay. No opposition. Okay. Or in throw-ins, as I told you. Okay. No position. From one side, from the other side. It's very important for us to work, okay, and to understand. And then in the game, at the end, is the player who decide, but they have to have this weapon to use and to use it in the games. Okay.
When did you do this? I mean, like in between the exercise or after the team training?
For example, with the national team, was always in the last part of the training. Okay. Now with Saat, we try to make straight after the warm up. Okay, because we find that the tension of the players is better in the beginning of the session than not in the last part of the training. Okay, so we try to do like this. Okay. This, for example, we put 2 mannequins as players in zone and 2 players with this pink bib who are opposition, but very soft. Okay, we try to do what the opposition try to make. Okay. And then finally, one game, normal game, 11v11. We try to take 4, 5, 6 corners in a row. Okay, for the team who are defending, for the team who are attacking. Okay, and we try to work in this way. Very simple. At the end, you cannot do nothing special. Okay.
Okay, very good, Sergio. It's a very, very great explanations. But
thank you.
I have some questions here again.
Yeah.
Your plan for the set piece upon to one game is very detailed and it's very, very rigid. Yeah. But what if during the game you make substitutions, for example? How do you do with the substitutes players? And maybe, for example, the substitution is quite extreme. Maybe you will lose one of your best header or something like that.
This is the big problem.
You need to reorganize a lot, you know.
This is the big problem of the coach of set pieces. You have to adapt. At the end, I have one book. I have all the positions, and when I know that the coach wants to make one change, one new player in the pitch, you have to readapt. Sometimes the player who go inside is more or less same shape and no problem. The problem is when, I don't know, in our case, we replace Walan Huji, who is very important for us, and we play one winger who is very, very small. So you have to readapt fast and to take decisions in this moment. You cannot change the shape because of one change of player.
Okay, and how about if the substitutions happens in the opposition side?
Yeah, at the end, you can control what you are doing. If they
Yes.
change their shape, their organization, you have to be very fast in the game and try to adapt quickly. If I don't know, if you face one team that they used to go with 5 players to finish the corner, and they are is the last minutes of the game, and they put 7 players to finish, you have to react. Also the players inside the pitch, they are involved, and players. You remember that they told you that we leave 2 players up front.
Mm-hmm.
If the opponent put many players in the box to finish, they are responsible to come back and to mark of these players. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much once again, Sergio, for the great and very detailed explanations regarding on set piece.
Sorry, very long.
No, it's a wonderful explanations.
Thank you.
I think we here learns a lot, and wish you all the best for your career in the future.
Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you very much. Dan Sobat Kick-Off Indonesia, terima kasih banyak atas atensinya. Jangan lupa untuk terus tantikan lagi vlog-vlog yang menarik berikutnya dari Kick-Off Indonesia. Pantau terus info kepelatihan sepak bola terbaru di kickoffkindonesia.com. Dan jangan lupa bahwa permainan sepak bola tidak akan dimulai tanpa kick-off.